The story of Ruth, loyalty and love. Introduction. Setting: a beautiful countryside in ancient Israel. Introduce Ruth, a young Moabite woman, and Naomi, her mother-in-law. Establish their bond and their journey together. Tragedy strikes. Show the tragedy of Ruth's husband and Naomi's sons dying. Depict Naomi's grief and decision to return to Bethlehem. Naomi's decision. Naomi urges Ruth and Orpah, her other daughter-in-law, to return to their families. Orpah reluctantly agrees, but Ruth insists on staying with Naomi. Ruth's loyalty. Ruth's famous declaration of loyalty: "Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay." Ruth's commitment touches Naomi, and they continue their journey together. Arrival in Bethlehem. Ruth and Naomi arrive in Bethlehem, greeted by the townspeople. They are welcomed by Boaz, a wealthy landowner and relative of Naomi's. Ruth's determination. Ruth goes to glean in Boaz's fields, following the custom for the poor. She works diligently to provide for herself and Naomi. Boaz's kindness. Boaz notices Ruth and asks about her. Impressed by her dedication and loyalty to Naomi, he instructs his workers to leave extra grain for her to glean. Ruth's faithfulness. Rewarded Boaz invites Ruth to eat with him and his workers. He promises to protect her and blesses her for her kindness to Naomi. Naomi's plan. Naomi recognizes Boaz's kindness and devises a plan to secure Ruth's future. She instructs Ruth to approach Boaz on the threshing floor. Ruth's bold move. Ruth follows Naomi's instructions and approaches Boaz on the threshing floor. She asks him to spread his cloak over her, symbolizing his willingness to marry her. Boaz's response. Boaz is moved by Ruth's courage and loyalty. He promises to take care of Ruth and marry her if the closer relative declines. The closer relative Boaz meets with the closer relative to discuss redeeming Naomi's land and marrying Ruth. The closer relative declines, clearing the way for Boaz to fulfill his promise. Boaz and Ruth's marriage. Boaz and Ruth are married in a joyous ceremony, witnessed by the townspeople. Their union brings happiness and hope to Naomi and the community. Ruth and Boaz's blessing. Ruth and Boaz are blessed with a son, Obed, fulfilling Naomi's prophecy. The child brings joy to Ruth, Boaz, and Naomi, symbolizing the restoration of their family. Obed's birth. Obed is born, and Naomi rejoices in becoming a grandmother. The townspeople celebrate the birth of the child, recognizing God's blessings on Ruth and Boaz. Obed's legacy. Obed grows up to become the father of Jesse, the father of King David. Ruth's loyalty and love are remembered throughout generations as part of David's lineage. Ruth's legacy. Ruth's story is told and retold as an example of loyalty, faithfulness, and devotion. Her courage and kindness inspire others to follow in her footsteps. Naomi's gratitude. Naomi expresses gratitude for Ruth's loyalty and love, which brought blessings to their family. She reflects on the journey they have taken together and the joy they have found. Boaz's leadership. Boaz is praised for his generosity, kindness, and leadership in the community. His marriage to Ruth symbolizes the union of different cultures and the importance of compassion and understanding. Ruth's impact. Ruth's impact on the community is celebrated as she exemplifies the values of loyalty, love, and selflessness. Her story continues to inspire others to act with kindness and compassion towards one another. Naomi's blessing. Naomi offers a blessing for Ruth and Boaz, praying for their happiness and prosperity. She acknowledges God's faithfulness and provision throughout their journey. Boaz's commitment. Boaz reaffirms his commitment to Ruth and their family. promising to honor and cherish her always. He expresses gratitude for Ruth's love and loyalty, which have brought blessings beyond measure. Ruth's devotion. Ruth vows to stand by Boaz's side and support him in all things. She expresses gratitude for his love and kindness, which have brought joy and fulfillment to her life. Obed's growth. Obed grows into a strong and wise young man, carrying on the legacy of his parents and grandparents. He is admired by the community for his humility, integrity, and compassion. Obed's leadership. Obed assumes leadership roles within the community, guided by the values instilled in him by Ruth and Boaz. He works to promote unity, justice, and compassion. The continuation of Ruth's story. Ruth's story lives on through the generations, inspiring others to act with kindness and courage. Her legacy of loyalty and love endures as a timeless example of faithfulness, remembering Ruth. The townspeople gather to remember Ruth and honor her memory. They recount her acts of kindness and selflessness, which have left an indelible mark on their community. Ruth's final resting place. Ruth is laid to rest alongside Boaz, her beloved husband, in a place of honor. Her memory is cherished by all who knew her as she continues. The power of love and loyalty. The story of Ruth serves as a testament to the power of love, loyalty, and faithfulness. It reminds us that even in the face of adversity, kindness and compassion can lead to blessings beyond measure. Ruth's eternal legacy. Ruth's legacy lives on in the hearts and minds of all who hear her story. Her example continues to inspire acts of kindness, compassion, and devotion, shaping the lives of countless individuals for generations to come.